Okay, so I have like a potpourri of stuff I wanted to talk about. So one of the things is, a few months back, where I had like the drama that went with the neighbor, where every time I would tell her that her dog was out or the gate was open, she would accuse me of lying. Well, she wasn't doing it in so many words in the beginning. She was showing it with her body language and stuff. Like I could just pick up on it, but she wasn't saying it outright. And so then this went on a couple of weeks, but a few different times. And then one of the days she, said, I was like, why would I be lying about this? And I started just noticing so much about awareness, that it wasn't just about the things going on and picking and choosing what you wanted to know about. It was this overall awareness. And she was telling me that if I wanted to go in and watch her video, the playback or whatever of her security system, I'd be like, no, I've got eyeballs. I can see with my eyeballs. I don't need to play back a electronic system to confirm something to me that I saw with my eyeballs. And but anyways, there was like a few different things that happened, where I felt like vindicated in my own self that I was able to read the language beyond the words, because it didn't matter what she was saying, I could still pick up on. And it started making me like, why does she think of me this way? Which gave me insight into this, it was like the moment that I said that I supported Trump, it turned into, it was like instantaneously. I was a racist, I was a religious fanatic, conservative, like all this stuff. I was like, what? An extremist. Which, by the way, I just told my daughter, it's so weird because you were always so anti-establishment, and now you are completely supporting the corporation. You're completely, supporting this. Well, she doesn't even know how insidious this is. I said, it's just weird. Like, you used to question things, and now it's, not like that. But anyways, hopefully, that gets her to just think like, why, how did I change? What changed in me? Why do I not want more information? Why am I trying to block information away? So, anyways, I'm gonna finish this story. So, oh man, I knew that was going to happen. Hold on. Okay, so anyways, so there was a couple different things that it put into, that made me think about when that situation was happening, right? And she was very triggered, of my reaction, the stuff I said back to her about being called a liar. So it really triggered her and stuff, which I could see, I just saw things play out beyond what was happening before me, I could understand it in a different way. I wasn't caught up in it. And so, but I did feel super like vindicated, like, oh, okay, so I can read somebody's, what they're saying without their words and stuff. Especially if you've been in some of the relationships I've been in, they kind of just want to break that out of you. So, anyways, I felt really good about that. And when it turned into it was going to be a fight, I just blocked her. I was like, I'm not going to go into a fight with this person. I live next door to him. I get the Hatfields and McCoy situation, which seems like a crazy concept for some people. And so, anyways, when she was, when she was freaking out and stuff, I thought, she's going to end up, that'll end up bothering her about herself. So I didn't, worry about it so much. And anyways, I knew that there would be something that would happen. And I knew that I just knew because of them having dogs and me having dogs and them making a lot of noise because they have little kids and stuff and they're always outside. And the people across the street that have had it out for me since I moved in, I knew those wackadoos would somehow, unite her. I knew that we would, and there's no fighting, and arguing. Like, what's the point? Like you see neighbors do wacky crap to each other. So anyways, and that's exactly what happened. And when those people freaked out and were out there, they were going to, what does he always say? Like, I need a good ass kicking. He's going to kick my ass. His wife's always coming out. She's going to kick my ass. And so when they had heard it, they were outside. And, the little girls were all crying and upset and stuff. And so then, they started talking to me. And so this is my point about the whole thing, because I think that so many people get caught up in these little dramas, like, oh, what does she say next? If I feel like something's turning heated, I just block it. Like, I've been in enough fights with people to know it escalates. You say something that hurts their feelings, they see it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nobody sees each other's point. It just turns into a battle. And so I'll just, cut somebody off. Just like, no, I'm not going to talk about this. And so to me, that, that is a good way to just, let go of shit. Don't let shit build up. And that is kind of like this whole what would Jesus do kind of idea, mentality thing, which I thought was such a good movement when they put those bracelets and stuff. It was like, just stop and think about it. Like, really, the person who we say we revere as being, the holy, that how he says that we should live. Maybe I should try and live like that. I don't know. But anyways, it was a good movement. And the other thing too is the forgiveness and not holding grudges, but also not letting a lot of stuff get heated and turn it into where you're holding grudges because something they said about blah, blah, blah. Stuff just turns nasty when someone's feelings are hurt. And that's all it is. It's two people with their feelings hurt, just throwing daggers. And it's not productive at all to do with your neighbor. But anyway, so my whole point of getting through that stuff is I thought it was good to, think about those kinds of things. And so yesterday, I've been in this total slump. I've just been no motivation. It has just felt like the most heaviest energy. And it has really made me, have a lot more empathy for people who are suffering from, I don't know, probably claustrophobia, and also with depression and stuff, and fear, the phobic fear stuff that's going on right now. But that overwhelming kind of emotion that you can't get a handle on. And mine was just feeling so like no motivation. Like I love doing projects, and, not wanting to do a project, everything I would think of would be like, I could do that tomorrow. Fuck it. And, just like, it just was so heavy of an energy. And everybody I would talk to, they kept saying, oh my God, I feel so down. So I was like, okay, so this is some sort of a collective energy or something with the cycles of the moon and stuff like that. And, so I wasn't taking it personally. I knew it would pass, but it really did give me empathy for people who get that heavy, heavy weight of emotion and, where they can't get a handle on it. So anyways, I'm sitting here yesterday and, I've been just a basket case anyways over Stella being ill or having her flare up or whatever. I guess it's not illness. It's a chronic condition that has flare-ups and it's fucking horrible. So, anyways, the neighbor next door, our things have been really good. Like I babysat their dogs. They went camping and stuff, and I went over and fed their dogs and played with them, let them out and stuff like that. So I would do all of that while they were gone and everything. And it's funny because when I was in her house and she has this cute couch sitting there, I was thinking, I need a couch like that. That's what I need, really. And that was, I think, like a week ago. And I had been just thinking about, like, I wanted to have more space in here and stuff. Because when I had gotten my couch, I had brought it. And I thought it would fit better in the house. And it really was like, took over the house. It was like a big Costco, whatever those things are called. It has the other part that's, you know what I'm talking about. Those big things, like a conversation pit or something. And so when I was at her house doing that, I looked at her couch and I was thinking, and plus, because I know I've got allergies to dogs. I know that's part of the problem with my nails. So for leather, and it was leather. So I was like, oh, that would be so nice. And so anyways, then jump forward to yesterday, and I'm sitting here just in the, don't want to do anything. Just go from channel to channel, getting pissed every time there's a commercial. And so then, well, I say channel to channel, like app to app. And so then she messaged me and she said that she had gotten a different couch and she needed to get rid of her couch. I don't remember if she said if I knew anybody who wanted one or something like that. And I was like, oh, I would love that couch. And so I got it. So they gave it to me yesterday. It's a really nice leather couch. I guess it was a couple $1,000s. So, and then just to be able to keep it clean with the dogs and not the fabric kind. Out here where it's really, my yard is more natural forest yard. I didn't put in grass and stuff like some people. So they'll track in a lot. Like right now, it's like feels like a dust bowl. It's fucking disgusting. Because it's a lot more moist here usually. And it just, it's gross. And so they get it like dusty and stuff. And when they come and lay on a fabric couch, it just turns yuck. And it's just like constantly washing it and wiping it and put blankets over to try and keep those. And so anyways, they gave me that. And the really cool benefit of it was that it got me going and like, okay, so moving the other one, getting the other one out, cleaning everything, getting all ready. And then you start moving stuff around and it starts getting in this whole thing where you just start cleaning and you start getting everything all picked up and organized. And, you know, because kind of like when you're just not doing a lot, sometimes it's easy to just keep, you know, like I'll put a little pile there, I'll catch it later. And then you have another little pile here and you'll catch it later. And pretty soon you have like a couple piles. And to me, that's like, oof, I don't like that cluttery kind of feeling. Just reminds me of an alcoholic who couldn't keep up with their life. And so, yeah, I don't go too far that way. Because I've lived in that kind of environment before where it is like, I like, it was something so simple too, just the kitchen counters being with crumbs. And it always just was like, okay, when I lived with my mom, she wouldn't, the counters were clean. And now here, what the hell, like why is there crumbs all over the counters, especially down in Dallas, fucking roaches everywhere. Ugh. So, anyways, then when I started doing all of that stuff, it really got me going. And, you know, I was like going and doing projects. And it's that cool time, like when you start getting in that groove with time where you just like start moving in the flow of time. You don't think about it. You're just in the moment. Everything is just, it's in sync. You don't even stop and question about it. And I love that feeling. And then plus now I've got everything clean and so much more space. I feel so much more organized. I moved plants around and stuff like that. I moved the chair some. So anyways, I feel so excited. But I just think the important message about it is to, when somebody is doing something that you don't like, you know, you have to know when to say, you know, enough is enough. I'm not going to keep trying to prove to you I'm not what you see. You know, I don't know why you see what you see. That is on them. You don't have to get caught up. You don't have to prove to somebody else you are something that they don't see. You know, that If they don't see you for who you are, then they missed out. It's not your problem. And so don't get caught up in those kinds of things of trying to convince somebody that you are something that they're not seeing. Don't get caught up in, being triggered by, if somebody does or says something, don't feed the fuel. Just let them be. Let them, and, for all I know, that it was a super significant thing, just the fact that I didn't lose my mind. And she saw it as like, oh, this person's safe. They're not a crazy person. And, I'm not going to go out and try and start fights and, have battles with the music and do all sorts of stuff, so just in, that's like that walk the walk kind of thing. Just in doing those kinds of things that we change the world around us. So walk the walk. If you want someone to treat you a certain way, treat them that way. And, if you do it first, then, you're the leader. Take on the role of being that leader. And so not getting caught up in these little dramas and having that forgiveness, because there's gifts. Gifts come in. That was a freaking beautiful gift yesterday. And just like the week before, I looked at it and said, oh, I would really like that. Now here it is sitting in my house. So, the universe is working in mysterious ways all the time for you. It's there for you. Try and get in sync. Get in sync with time. Get in sync with, get in the groove. Get out of those emotional attachments and the things that bind you back, because that holds you back from being you. So I have a few more things I want to talk about too. So I'll be right back.